Hello everyone, it's May 20th. Alright, let's do this. Shortest bridge. You're given an n by n binary matrix where 1 represents land and 0 represents water. An island is a 4-directionally connected group of ones. Alright, sorry, let's just dealing with the cat. Alright, an island is a 4-directionally connected group of ones not connected to any other ones. There are exactly 2 islands in grid. You may change zeros to ones to connect the 2 islands to form 1 island. Return the smallest number of zeros you must flip. Have I done this before? I do not recall. Okay, let's see. In the first one we have 0, 1, 1, 0. So that's 1 island, that's another island. So it's 1. Second example. 0, 1, 0. 0, 0, 0. 0, 0, 1. I guess it's 2. Okay. Third example. So far, no idea, but we'll see. As we draw these, maybe we'll have some inspiration. 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 0, 0, 1. 1, 0. Oh, dear Lord. Let me do this one more time. It's a 5 by 5. Thought it's 4 by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we have 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. 1, 1, 1. Oh. Ha. Okay. What do you think? We can, because they say there are only 2 islands, right? So if we find one, we can DFS to find everybody. And if we find the other, we DFS to find everybody. So now we know the indices, the cells, right? Of all one and of all the other. So we have something and we have the other thing. The question is, what is the shortest distance between the two? Now the shortest distance can be translated into the shortest Manhattan distance between. Right? Is that what we're looking for? The shortest Manhattan distance. So this is 0, 1. This is 2, 2. Right? The Manhattan distance between these two is... Oh, that's not actually the Manhattan distance, because you do this, 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 you connect them. So basically, you're asking for each one of the cell in 1, you want to find the minimum distance to the other one. And you do the second one to the other one, the third one to the other one. O(n) squared is 100. We can do that. So now the question is, how do we find the smallest distance? Like, from this to this, what's the smallest distance? Well, if you go out, you have a 1, then that's definitely not, right? You don't have to consider this. So there has to be the cells on the outer. What do you mean the cells on the outer? Right? If you have a bunch of 1s, if you have an island, no matter how it's shaped, right? If you have a bunch of 1s, right? Only the ones that's... But it can be on the edge, it's fine. But it has to be the one. Like, these ones are useless. This one's useless. Why? Because it's surrounded by 1. So it has to be a 1. Like, this is good. This is good. It's not surrounded by 1. Okay, so this. These are useful because they are not surrounded by 1. Okay, so we will find the ones that are not surrounded by other ones. Okay? That are not surrounded. Maybe we can do this as we go through. You know what? No. I will just DFS get everything. So we get 2 groups. And then we'll go through the first group, find everything that's... Maybe I can do this as we DFS, right? Which means if we have something, we go around and then we find out that it has an edge leading to a place that's 0. That means that one has the potential. So we record these and then record the others. Now the question is, how do we find the minimum zeros to lead there? Let's say if I have another island here, how do you find the number of 1 from this to this to add 0 to it? I mean, it's okay. Like, it's, I mean, the minimum is not going to be here, but we just want to know. How do we know? Well, it's going to be the number going down and the number going right, right? So if this is I1, this is I2, so the number in between, so I2 minus I1, right? Because 1, 2, 3, if it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 1. Because if it's a 4 minus 0, it should be 1, 2, 3, it should be 3, and a 1 to the right. Right? What I'm saying is this one shall be on the vertically, that's 2 minus 0 minus 1. Because that's 2, that's 0, right? And then horizontally, that shall be 2 minus 1, because you want here. Why horizontally only move? Yeah, horizontally you only move wherever you are. You move 1, and vertically, yes, because vertically you don't move down to this position. If you can move down to this position, you already did. So vertically, you move down to the position right above it, right? And it doesn't really matter how you move, because you can go this way, this way. The minimum number of zeros to reach is always going to be the same. Because these two are the we know, right? It's always going to be 1, 2 step, right? 2 step. Oh, I just want a more generic way to handle this. Yeah, just how many steps to reach there. Is how many steps to reach there minus 1, because you don't have to do the last one, right? So the number of steps to reach there is the number of steps to reach there is going to be, this will be 2 minus 0, right? That's the number of steps to get down here, and then plus 2 minus 1. That's the number of steps to go down here. But then we don't have to actually reach, so minus 1. So the answer is 2. This is 0, 1. This is 1, 0. So the answer is 1 minus 0 plus 1 minus 0 minus 1, which is 1. Okay? This is the same. I mean, not really the same. I mean, for this to here is going to be 2, but for this to here is going to be 1. So yeah, so we can use DFS. We find the 2 islands. We find the ones on the outside. And then we just go through all combinations because n is equal to 100. Okay, so that's our strategy. Let's give this a shot. So visited equal to a set. Why? Visited. Let's just change the grid. Def DFS. Okay. And we shall do how do you know which one is which? Group 1 or group 2? Well, with DFS from this, right? And then each one I can change the value. Okay, change the -1 and -2. So -1 is group 1, -2 is group 2. And then we change its value, right? So we find a 1, we go through everything. And then we find another one. Group. What would be the most efficient way? Groups. Okay. Groups. Then we go DFS. If it's visited, then we'll skip. If it's not visited, I'll assign a group. But how do you know which one belongs to which group? Oh, because there's only 2. So we find the first one, we can assign it, right, to group 1. And then if we find a second one, we'll assign to group 2. So we'll have ij group, right? If grid it's okay. We can just say we're at ij. So we're going to do group dot append ij for ninj for didj in 4 directions. -1 0 and -1 0 -1, right? ninj is equal to I plus di j plus dj. If probably should maybe I can do set, right? You do set, so I don't have to change grid. Right, now we say if also we need blind grid. if 0 smaller equal to ni smaller to n and 0 smaller to nj smaller than n and group and ij not in, right? Then we say DFS ni nj group. Okay. Then we say for I in range g equals 0, for I in range n, for j in range, oh, and one more thing, if it's not in n, grid ij equals 1. It's very tempting to turn it into, but it's okay. So for j in range n, right, if ij is not in on groups 0, I don't even need this. DFS ij grid ij is equal to 1 and if it's not in 0, elif ij is not in groups 1. Okay, once we're done, we say for I1, J1 in groups 0, for I2, J2 in groups 1. Res equals math.infinite. Res equals to math. Minimum res. ABS. I1 minus I2 plus ABS J1 minus J2. Probably should say I0, right? Makes more sense. J1 plus this minus 1. And then we'll return this. Okay. One, this is gonna be 2. This is gonna be 1. Oh, you're very cute. Oh no! What the hell? What? Wait, what happened? What? I have no clue. Let's see. What's groups? Groups. Why they all go to the same thing? As not in group, and it's equal to 1. So yeah, this is equal to 1. If ij not in group 0, then not. We do DFS 0, so 0, 1 added to it. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Sorry, I do have to do this. Not in group G. in the group G. Once we're done, G plus equal 1. There we go. We have to increment. What? What's the problem now? That's ridiculous. We have more group? We have something equal to 1, and it has not been visible before? Dude, this is weird. Hold on. What the hell happened? J, G. We go 0, 0, 0. 0, 1, 1. Wait, how do we do this? We do this, right? And then we encounter another. If it's not in groups 0. Then it should be in groups 1. Right? So we check. So we go IJ, right? We say, we find a 1. We say, are you in group 0? We say it's in group 0. Then we escape. If it's not in group 0, we check if it's in group 1. But group 0 is already used. But you have to still check group 0. How do you handle this? Well, I mean, just go all the way down, and then you find the first one, and then you keep going. Or maybe you can do visited. Maybe we should do visited. We still keep 2 groups, and then we do visited. If it's visited, if it's not visited, then you do a new group. All right. Yeah, I changed my mind. Well, set it to -1 then. And this is equal and equal to 1. We'll do this. And G is 0. If this is a 1, and if this is this, we'll do G. Oh, I forgot. Grid IJ. Set it to -1. Visited. Where? That should handle everything, right? I don't understand. How? 0, 0, 0? I shall DFS. I shall already handled all the groups. No, you did not. You bloody did not. You only handled one. How come? I do the next. Right? Well, DFS. Oh, NINJ. Lordy. Ah. There we go. Ah. Alright, let's try this. You're so slow. Time out? Well, the time is very tight. I thought I can get away with this. Dude. Well, you cannot get away with this. You cannot get away with this. Hey. Okay, I cannot get away with this. Yeah, I know. We have to find the edge. I was like, yeah, 100. It's fine, we can do 100 by 100. Okay, find the edge. How do we find the edge? We find the edge by, let's get this. This is a good test case. We find the edge by, we know how to find the edge. It has to be at least 1, 0. That will be the edge. So instead of doing it right now, we'll visit it, right? And then we'll say has 0 neighbor. False, right? If else, which means it's 0, then we say has 0 number equals true, right? If has 0 neighbor, then group dot append ij. Okay, so you're hopefully shaving off a lot of time by finding the edge. You're just lazy, you know? You're just lazy. $15.46. What was before? What was before? $19.47. Maybe. Maybe it's still not the optimal. I mean, it's like 400 milliseconds faster because we only, let's hope. Oh no. No. Damn. Still not good. Are we stuck in the same test case? 95. Yeah, I need to be faster. Okay, so finding the edge is still not good enough. Now what? Well, let's come back here and observe. We know we don't know because this might, like, if we have here, right, then this might be the are you saying we sort them? Sort them. Or you're saying sort by, because if we sort, this feel like just a trick. What does this thing look like? Dude, I don't want to know what this thing look like. Two attempts, both timed out. So you can only do O(n) squared once. Wow, that's so cute. You can only do O(n) squared once. I mean, I already obtained the edges, right?
I sent you a picture.
Oh, thank you. Oh no, I'm taking also the ones. No, it's fine. The ones has 0. I say I has 0, right? Is this? The next one has, and then it has a 0. And I say those, at least on one side, has a 0. They have a chance to be the connecting part. Yeah, this is just way too big. Hold a second. Let's see how big it is. What's the answer for this? 1. Jesus, 1. You gotta be kidding me. Really? Max recursion? Oh. Really? Seriously? Max recursion? Oh, okay. So maybe the problem is recursion. Then we don't recursion. We DFS. Maybe DFS is the right way to go. Alright, think about DFS. DFS, boom, we found the first one with DFS. So it'll be the same thing, okay? So, well, I never done a BFS, never done a BFS like this before. So we have the starting position, we have this group. Okay, so we say Q equals J, right? While Q, ij equals, no, temp for ij in Q. It's okay. For ij in Q, we visit it, we do this, we do everything. Okay, we'll visit it, then we will set this, we go this and this. If this, then temp.append ij n9 nj, and then I also do this. If this, we'll do this. Does this one work? Well, of course we have to do BFS here. Oh no, this, oh, I forgot to change. Q equals temp. Seriously? Really? What the hell? Oh, this one is slow. So we cannot even traverse everything. How? 100 times 100. Why would it be so slow? It doesn't make any sense. It does not make any sense. And every time I visit it, I do this, right? So I'm not visiting the old things. I'm always visiting the new thing. Hold on.
Did you hear someone say woo earlier? Was that you?
Yeah, it's always me.
You said woo?
Yeah, because I'm like, ooh.
Oh.
We should have a gorgeous, beautiful dream and a restful, nice sleep week tomorrow. Why? You're cute. Take a good sleep if you can. If you can, do the best. You're wearing a power shirt. I'm getting stuck here. I don't know. I've been having a bad streak for 3 days. I think this one's so easy and I got stuck. Okay, this does not make sense. Why would 100, right? The length is 100. Why would 100 by 100 so slow to go through? I'm only going through every one of them once. It doesn't make any sense. Did I do anything wrong? If it's equal to 1, then we'll append it, right? Because I'm here, I say, okay, this is 1, and append. I'm going here, and this is no longer 1, and this is 1. I am repeating. Okay, so this has to be slightly different. I need to visit it before go.
Open the window.
Which window? This one? Yeah, well. I have to set it beforehand. And here's this. I'll set it. Yes. I set to -1 before I go. And here, if it is, I'll set it to -1 before I go. That still doesn't work. Right? It will still take so long. But shorter than earlier. How do we look? Nope. It's even longer. You can go through everything. I think that's now very clear. You cannot go through every single one. It's not gonna work. Then what? Then what? Really? I don't know. See, it's very fast going through everything. Which part is slow? Why is this so slow? I don't understand. I don't understand. Hold on. Let me just try. Is it BFS 0012? How slow is this? No, it's good. Is something wrong with BFS? Is something wrong? I'm probably doing too many BFS. That's why. So I shall look for the first one. Then what I'm trying to do, I just keep going. All right. So what I hope is this BFS will handle everything. Yeah, we did handle everything. All right. And then I look for another one that is equal to 1. What the hell? I do this, they shall all become -1, right? Yeah, I still have another 1. I cannot see how it is. I don't understand why is it so slow. The next one. Well, what I can do is I will go to the next one. So I'll do exactly the same, but just to find Let's print ij and then break. And then our BFS is ij with 1. Dude, it's for sure. The second one is slow. Wait, why would you print so many times? Oh, this is fast. This is slow. So you're telling me that this portion is fast. Yep, this portion is fast. This portion is slow. Okay. How long are we talking about? Oh. I don't know why I didn't realize that. Yeah. Yep. Your DFS is fast, but there's 100 times 100. There's 10,000 cells. Oh, now we know. Now we know why it's so slow. So the problem is not. But, I mean, I have to do DFS. That's okay. Yeah, we can handle DFS. That's okay. So this is a fast DFS. So we got DFS. We got the groups. But now we want to know what would be the fastest way. But these are supposed to be the groups on the edge. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. So what you want is for them to be similar, right? Because I want this value to be small. Right? I want this value to be small. So I want the both to be very similar. So maybe I do have to sort. Imagine if I sort one and then sort the other, right? So the ones with the most similar get together. So we start from the front. But how? Maybe there's another way. Let's see. If I say the row number, I record all the column. Row number, record the columns. Okay? Row number, record the columns. Row number, record the columns. And then the other one, I have row number, record the columns as well. So for each row, I will find the other one from the closest row. But that doesn't, because the columns might... No, that's not the way. Okay. There gotta be a better way. Man, 3 days in a row we stuck. Yeah, there are way more cells than we know. But still, the cells that we get are on the edges. Right? But actually, not necessarily. I can have a shape, like something in the middle, like this. Right? If we have a shape like this, like all of these are ones, then these ones are useless. They have zeros, and these also useless. Right? The only useful, like let's say if it is the wall. Right? The only useful one will be these ones, because they face the outside. These face the inside, even though these are zeros. Like if I have, right, this. So no. You know what? Maybe I'm thinking about the whole thing wrong. Right? Maybe I'm thinking about the whole thing wrong. I mean, islands, right? Let's say island, you set it to be a -1 and -2. Okay? So let's say this is your one island. And this is your other island. Right? This is your other island. Now you want to find. Now when you look for the edges, so you will have these are the edges. These two are the edges as well, but they're actually not. This will be the edge, but this is actually not, right? That's why you're accumulating a lot of useless parts. I just want the ones that's really facing the outside, but it's hard to say. But what if we just label them like this and everything else is 0? Okay? Everything else is 0. Then what? Then we want to know how close are the -1 to -2? How close? Maybe you sort by The edge of the graph. The edge must have, if you think about it, a group, right? What's a group? A group, no matter what shape it is, it's surrounded by zeros. So we'll always have a cell with 2 zeros, or even a cell with 3 zeros. These are the ones that stuck out, right? No matter how you do it, even if you want to be like a concave, you will have some stuck out with 3 zeros, right? You will have some cells with 3 or 2 zeros. Well, of course, unless you are bounded. So it shall be either it's outside, right? If you are bounded, you have 1 on the outside and then 1 0. That's the corner. You will always have a corner, right? You always have a corner. So you will find these, the corners, right? You'll find the corners. This is the corner. That's not a corner, but this is a corner, right? Corner, 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 and corner. Once you find the corner, then, I mean, it's not necessarily from the corner, but once you find the corner, maybe you can start comparing from the corner. I don't know, from the corner? Yeah, what if I have this in the center, right? If I have the corner, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the corner is definitely, on the outside. Huh. That's actually not true. What if your grid is like this? Doesn't matter, I have something here, and then the other one is here. Then everything here is wasted. No, I don't feel right. That's the thing. I do not feel right. Maybe I mark the two groups, and then I don't know, DFS, start from one, trying to reach the other. Like, what's the shortest path from one position to the other? Or maybe we can investigate, I don't know, early stoppage. Or can we say, no, not necessarily, right? Man, I'm royally stuck. I can mark the 2 islands. I know everything about the 2 islands. But how do we find the shortest path? Well, how do you find the shortest path? You use BFS to find the shortest path, right? You use BFS to find the shortest path, which means starting from something, you want to, but I can find the shortest path from one point to the other. I want to find the overall shortest path. Overall shortest path. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe we can do a DFS or stuff with 0 to see which zeros it can make the connection between the two. How is that going to work? If I touch this, what if I set it to 1? Anyone touch -1, set it to 1. Anyone touch -1, set it to 1. Anyone touch -1, set it to 1. Anyone touch -1 and touch -2. We find a 0, we look around. If it has -1, we set it to 1, no question asked. If it touches -2, then that's the answer, right? And then we have another 1. If it's 1, then we'll set it to 2. Until I touch. This might work. I mean, for here, immediately I found it, right? Hold on. What are you saying? What I'm saying is we go BF. I still like DFS. Dude, I still like DFS. Sorry. BFS is so ugly. But I do have to do the DFS also slightly different. Just in case we have this issue. Group. Oh, do you even need group? Yes, you do need group. Right? And then you just say, you don't set it there. Okay? You immediately go with this. You immediately go with this. Right? You don't do this. Blah, blah. If this, and this is equal to 1, you set it to group, then you DFS I, N, I, N, J, group. Okay, and then we'll start from -1. If this is this I'll set to G. I'll DFS this and G minus equal 1. Q is not. I don't have Q. Really? Are you kidding me? Oh, yeah, it will. Because there are more than 990. Okay, so DFS is not going to work. So we have to go BFS. That's fine. We haven't changed anything yet. But we're not do this. We don't do this. We'll say and we'll set it to group and then we append. Okay? don't do this. So it's BFS. And of course, we don't have this. So we shall say for row in grid, print row, I shall see bunch of -1, -2. -1, -1. Okay, yeah. So now we have -1 and -2. Now what I do is I'll go through the whole thing. Okay, if it's a 0, so I'll say for I in range n, for j in range n, right? If grid, if not grid ij. Okay, so basically what we're saying is I'm looking for the zeros. If 0 is adjacent to and adjacent to another, and we'll have the rest equals math.inf, right? Then we say, then we find a 0, right? We find a 0, and then we'll set its value. Then we say, we'll look around. If we look around, we have a -1. Yeah, we'll look around. We'll look around. Okay, for this, if this. If we look around, there's a -1. Hold on, we'll do like this. We look around. If we have a -1, then grid ij will become 1. This is one step, right? Elif grid ninj is equal to -2. Right, -2. Then we say connect equals true. So before, if not, then we say connect equals false. We want to see if it connects, right? And then I look around. I say if it's, but what if we go, yeah, because I go this, so the first one is always a -1, right? No matter what. And what if you have something that don't have anything? Oh, then that just remains 0. That's not good. That's not good. We need to start from still do BFS. Well, we'll record Yeah, because these 0, you might hit them first. You haven't hit 1 yet. I need the zeros surrounding them. Okay. Then from there, the zeros surrounding them. I just need one of them, right? I just need one of the zeros. Zeros. minus 1, minus 2, that's fine. Minus 1, minus 2. So what I'm saying is, if this, then this, we do this. Else if grid NINJ is equal to 0, right? That's the edge 0. Then we say zeros group dot append NINJ. You might have duplicate if you do it this way. Yeah, I might have duplicate. And I only need 1. I don't need a 1. If this is 0 and G is equal to minus 1, then we say zeros dot add, just in case. We set to a set, right? Or add it. So we do that, and let's check. Once we're done, let's print len zeros. Well, 185, right? We have 185, so that's our Q, right? Then zeros, while zeros. While zeros. For ij in zeros. So I'll look around, right? I'll look around and I say, if there's a minus 1, right, then I will set it to 1. If I hit, then I'll return this. This will be the value. If I hit a 2, I hit a minus 2, then that will be the value. If I don't hit anything, like if you look around, there's nothing, then I'll find a minimum value. Minimum value. Maybe I should do this. Has group 1 has touches group 1, right? Connects con g1 equals connects g2 equals false. And now I'll go through its surroundings. Right, if this grid NINJ now connect G1 equals NINJ equals minus 1, connect G2 equals grid NINJ equals minus 2, right? And then the min steps equals math.inf minimum steps. And then we say if grid NINJ is larger than 0, min steps equals minimum min steps grid NINJ. can actually do this, else. Otherwise, you don't have to. L if grid n is equal to -1. Connect G1 equal to true. L if grid n is equal to -2. Connect G2 equals to true. Right, else then temp dot of temp. Then this must be 0, right? N9J, that's the next one. So yeah, so we go through this. Once we get out, right, we say if connect to G1, then main steps equal to 1. No question asked, okay? If connect to G2, if connect to G1, and if we connect to G1, then we do the min step. If we don't connect to G1, right, else means we don't connect directly to G1, then min steps plus equal 1. Whatever min steps we have will be plus equal to 1. And if G connect to G2, then we say res equals minimum res min steps. Right, if not, then we don't. And we keep going on. We say Q zeros will equal to temp. And we return res. Is that gonna work? No, dear Lord. Wait, hold on. This is fast, right? This is fast. So is this is slow. Why? Because you go back. Ah, yes, you go back. Only if it's 0, then we do this, right? Min step. Once you've done it, we need to grid. You know, set it beforehand, before you even start. Otherwise, you're, yeah. But you cannot. Temp.append n9nj. Temp.append n9nj. We set temp into a set. We set temp into a set. Zeros is a set. We set temp into a set. So this will be add. No. It's still not working. How is this one so slow? I only have 185. Lord help me. I only have 185 zeros, right? I just want another length. Yeah, that's all I have. Like, how is 0 grow bigger as we go? It is growing bigger because I can't even print. What the hell? Because those zero might connect to each other, which is fine. Oh, there's one thing I didn't do, that's for sure. Min steps. I have to set grid ij to min step. That's for sure. Oh! Now we're talking. Yeah, I forgot this step. We have to set it to min steps. Oh, this might be it. This might be it. Dude. How ugly are you making this? Ah, 1 hour 22 minutes. I shall be damned. 3 days. 3 days in a row. I don't know what to say. Well, the first issue is with BFS. I forgot the best way to do it. Then the trouble comes with my misunderstanding of how many cells we are dealing with after finding out the ones along the edges. Yeah, there are more than 100 times 100 cells along the edges. Now, the final issue is to realize the way to find the shortest path is by, we probably can do DFS, right? It's by traversing through the zeros, right? If a zero is touching one group, the number of steps is set to 1. We BFS until hitting the other group and return the current, and not return, and record the current steps. The shortest of these current steps is the answer. Oh, I am not happy at all. Man, this is ridiculous. Oh. Alright, we still have to see the solution. Damn it. How is... That's not true. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, DFS is not working. I don't know. It's maybe the way I write. It could be the way I write. It's fine. BFS is okay. I'm okay with BFS. That's okay. Yeah, I don't know why this one is working, not working for me. Well, you have the recursion all these many times. It says I have more than 1,000, which is understandable if we keep going, right? We keep going one direction and going down, because the 100, 100, like it can be more than 1,000 times. Here, that's the one. We use BFS to find the shortest distance. They are traversing the water cells, right? Yeah, this is my solution. But you can terminate immediately once you find it. You can terminate it immediately once you find it. So it is, you want the edges. Ah, you're expanding. That makes total sense. That does make total sense. I do this. We find first x, first y. And then they just do 1. And then set. Oh, smart. Very smart. This is smart. This is very smart. We only need to do 1. Set the value to 2. And then we do BFS. Okay. The first time we hit it, we return distance. If it's 0, that means that's water. I keep. And then I will. If it's, that means we have visited before. Oh. I'm getting close. This is a good solution. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know. The BFS also tripped me up. First trick is to do DFS only once on one of the island. Then we set grid of that island to 2. Then the other island is automatically labeled. Brilliant. And we start from the first island and BFS towards the second island. We record the number of steps along the way. The first time we hit the second island, that is the shortest distance. It is BFS. Alright, I'm gonna redo this. N equal to line grid. For I in range n, for j in range, well, you know what? Let's do the DFS first. I, j, okay. Don't return anything. For this, Q, for DI, DJ, NI, NJ, right? If this and grid NI, NJ is equal to this, grid N9 and J is equal to 2, right? And then DFS N9 and J. Oh, and Q dot append N9 and J. All right. So we say range N if grid ij is equal to 1, grid ij is equal to 2, and DFS ij and break. So that's DFS, right? So we can say DFS to mark the second, to mark one of the groups. Now we're gonna say BFS to find the shortest distance from group 2 to group 1. I say dist equals 0. And then once we're done, this is 1, right? And once we're done, this is 2. And once we hit, yeah, so we say while Q temp for ij in Q. Okay. If for ij in Q, if grid ij is equal to 1, that will return dist. We're done. Otherwise, it's not 1, right? It's not 1. Then we'll go through the 4 directions, and if the next one is equal to 0, not necessarily equal to 0, it's if the next one is not equal to 2, right? It's not equal to 2. Because I'm starting on a 2. Well, just the next one is not visited, right? Not equal to -1. It's larger equal to 0. How about this? Larger equal to 0. If the next one is larger equal to 0, then I will put it I'll put it into the temp. Then we say grid ninj. Wait, hold on. If not, grid ij equals -1. We're visiting it. Then we say temp dot add ninj. Blah blah blah. Q equals temp and dist plus equal 1. Return dist if I haven't returned there already. This one, right? List has no add. Set. This is exactly the same, right? It just cannot do. I even said it beforehand. Still cannot do. I only did it once. Yeah. I think this will not work. Even in my case. But it probably will work on the other case. Nah, you're not right. Yeah, it's not right. What the hell? Oh, it's equal to 1. Nah. Oh, okay, I'll break here. Then I'll do DFS IJ. That does not make any sense. I take this as a 2. Why this one becomes 2 as well? If this equal to 1, I set it and I break. And then I do DFS. I do the next, right? And I say if the next is 1, but nothing is 1. This is ridiculous. What the hell? Wait, how is this possible? I break. Oh, you break on this one. You didn't break. This is not right. I was following. All right, so we can DFS ij, right? And then we'll break. When we break out, else continue, otherwise break as well. There we go. Now we got this one. Now we just need to fix this thing. How do we fix this thing? We have the Q, right? If we say this is 1, we'll return the distance. Otherwise, we set this as visited, okay? Then we go around and we say this, if the next one is logical to 0, we put it in it, and distance plus equal 1, right? And maybe we should return dist plus 1, because we start with distance 0, which means that this is 0, right? And then we reach the next one, we say distance is 1. We should also print Q, because he forgot to put Q in it. Q.append. Okay, now we got too much. So Q is 0, 1. Okay, and now we go, the next one is this or this, right? So distance become 1. So the next Q, right? Next Q is 1, 1 and 0, 0. So 0, 1 as 1, and then we go to the next one as 2. So I think that should be -1 then, because we hit this, it's 2 steps. 1 step, when you hit that, it's 2 step, but the bridge size is -1. Okay, let's see if this one's right. Okay, okay. You see? Did you see that? It just doesn't work. This has to be BFS, which is fine. Let's just write it one more time, okay? One more time. We'll do BFS. Totally fine. I'm okay with it. I am absolutely okay with it. Yeah, let me just finish this and then out of the trouble here. Oh, Q. Group 2Q. Q in Q. Group 2Q. Group 2Q. Local variable Q assigned. Well, group 2Q. Group 2Q. Group 2Q. Okay, so this is I'm pretty sure this solution works here, right? But it does not work on me because I have the maximum limit on recursion. Simple, very simple, but output is a nightmare. All right, 3 days in a row, Jesus. That'll be it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Adios.